This time, I sadly announced that Audrii's body was located at the Trinity River on the U.S. Highway 59.
A tragic end to a disappearance that made national headlines. The body of 11-year-old Audrii Cunningham was found in the Trinity River yesterday. And tonight, the community is invited to honor the life of Audrii with a candlelit memorial.
And while the community mourns, investigators have a long road ahead of them. Our Ugochi Iloka is live along the Trinity River at Highway 59, where Audrii's body was found. Ugochi, you have been on this story for a few days now, and we were all hoping they were going to find her safe and sound, but sadly, that's not the case after yesterday's announcement.
Yeah, Kimberly and Steph, you know, that is the case. People were really praying that Audrii Cunningham would be found safe, and sadly, that just did not happen. However, we do know that even though the Livingston ISD fifth graders' body was recovered, there's still so many questions this morning as to what happened to her. Right now, currently, her body is at the Harris County Medical Examiner's office, where they will have an autopsy to determine what exactly killed this young girl. Take a look. This is video of the area where Audrii's body was recovered there. It was located off of Trinity River under Highway 59, and Audrii went missing last Thursday, we're told, when she never made it to the bus stop. Now, the Polk County Sheriff says there was evidence collected through cell phone analysis that helped them locate the 11-year-old's body. Now, a private vigil to mourn Audrii's death was held last night in Livingston after authorities shared the next steps in Audrii's case.
We believe the appropriate arrest warrant is going to be for capital murder in the death of Audrii Cunningham.
And I express with my deepest sympathies and condolences to everyone who knew, who cared for, and loved Audrii.
It's heartbreaking to see my friend hurt.
Yeah, your heart goes out to everyone who knew Audrii and is dealing with this devastating news. Now, as for the suspect in this case, Don Stephen McDougal, who authorities have been questioning, Maria Aguilera has more on that.
The suspect in Audrii Cunningham's death is in jail on an unrelated charge that we're now learning more about. On Friday, 42-year-old Don Stephen McDougal was booked on an aggravated assault with a deadly weapon charge. According to court documents, McDougal is accused of stabbing a man in the back with a knife last August after McDougal asked for help, claiming his car broke down. It's not clear why he wasn't arrested then, but when the stabbing victim learned McDougal was suspected of being involved in Audrii's disappearance, he went back to investigators. That's when McDougal was arrested on the assault charge. Now he'll be facing a capital murder charge for the death of Audrii.
I know this wasn't the situation anybody wanted, but it's bringing some closure, and now investigators can start piecing together what exactly happened.
And the cause of death. All right, we know these stories are hard to process and hard to hear, and it can be even harder to explain these kinds of tragedies to young children. So coming up at 6:30, we do have some helpful tips from experts to make the conversation easier. We also have our full coverage of this story on KHOU.com.